Hello, everyone, and welcome to the championship match of the 2020 Burlington County Academic Tournament. Our finalists today are actually two teams, both from Lenape High School. To my right, we have Lenape Team 1. Representing Team 1, we have Matt Malois, Gatik Gogia, Jean Chen, and Sean Moynihan. To my left, we have Lenape Team 2. Representing Team 2, we have Robbie Christ, Chris Bauer, Victoria Campbell, and Sophia Meyer. We will kick off today's match with a Jeopardy-style round featuring 20 questions across 5 different categories. Play alternates after each question between the two teams. If a team gets an incorrect answer, the other team will have the chance to steal. After 10 of the 20 questions have been completed, we will move into the lightning round, which features questions across 4 different categories. Again, the teams will alternate and have the chance to steal should the opponent get an incorrect answer. Following the lightning round, we will conclude with the final 10 questions. Let's take a look at the categories for the first round. We have language, literature, and vocabulary, math, history, music, and science. Team 2 won the coin toss before the show, so they will start us off. Go ahead, Team 2. Where would you like to go first?
History for 25, please.
Okay, history for 25. The last clause of the 1787 Northwest Ordinance contained our nation's first F slave law, with the F standing for what synonym of runaway? The last clause of the 1787 Northwest Ordinance contained our nation's first F slave law, with the F standing for what synonym of runaway?
Fugitive.
That is correct for 25 points. Okay, Team 1, where would you like to go?
Science 25.
Science for 25. Balance this equation, including all appropriate letters and numbers in your answer. MnO2 plus HCl react to yield MnCl2 plus H2O plus Cl2. Once again, balance this equation, including all appropriate letters and numbers in your answer. MnO2 plus HCl react to yield MnCl2 plus H2O plus Cl2. Answer? Okay.
Defer to Gatik.
Chance to steal? Chance to steal?
Defer to Chris.
Time.
Okay, no correct answer. The answer to that one was MnO2 plus 4HCl react to yield MnCl2 plus 2H2O plus Cl2. Okay. Where would you like to go next?
Science for 75, please.
Science for 75. Living in the 4th century BC, Aristarchus of Samos was an early proponent of what scientific theory, later corroborated by the models of Copernicus, Kepler, and Galileo? Once again, living in the 4th century BC, Aristarchus of Samos was an early proponent of what scientific theory, later corroborated by the models of Copernicus, Kepler, and Galileo?
Solar system.
That is incorrect, so Team 1 has a chance to steal.
Earth's revolution around the sun.
Judges? No, the correct answer, I think we may have the definition there, but the term is heliocentrism. That's what we were looking for there. Okay. So Team 1, you now have the choice. Where would you like to go?
History 75, please.
History for 75. Henry VIII had 2 wives named Anne. Identify them. Henry VIII had 2 wives named Anne. Identify them.
Yeah, the one with Shakespeare's wife. Catherine, I think. Anne Boleyn and Anne Catherine.
That is not correct. Team 2, you have the chance to steal.
Anne Boleyn and Anne Marie.
That is incorrect. We got one of them. Anne Boleyn was correct on behalf of both teams, but Anne of Cleves was the second Anne we were looking for. All right, Team 2.
Science for 50, please.
Science for 50. Difficult to grasp is the difference between fluorescence and what other sort of glow named for element number 15. Difficult to grasp is the difference between fluorescence and what other sort of glow named for element number 15.
Phosphorescence.
That is correct.
Good job, guys.
Team 1, your selection.
History 50, please.
History for 50 points. The Balkan nations were once part of which empire? The Balkan nations were once part of which empire?
The Roman Empire.
That is not correct, so Team 2 has the chance to steal.
Ottoman Empire.
The Ottoman Empire is correct. Other acceptable answers we had were the Byzantine Empire or the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Okay, Team 2, your selection.
Science for 100, please.
Okay, the 100-point science question. What kind of well drilled to the bottom of an impervious subterranean slope provides an upward flow of water? What kind of well drilled to the bottom of an impervious subterranean slope provides an upward flow of water?
Pass.
Okay. Team 1, that is not correct. The answer we were looking for was artesian well. An artesian well. Tough one, 100 points. Team 1, your selection. Where would you like to go?
Music 75, please.
Music for 75 points. A slang term for syncopated rhythm became the name of what musical style, exemplified by works of U.B. Blake and Irving Berlin? Once again, a slang term for syncopated rhythm became the name of what musical style, exemplified by works of U.B. Blake and Irving Berlin?
Jazz. Jazz.
That is not correct. Team 2, chance to steal.
Swing.
Swing, not correct. The answer was ragtime. We were looking for ragtime. Okay, Team 2.
We'll do math for 50, please.
Math for 50 points. Using 22 over 7 as pi, figure out the area of a semicircle of radius 7 inches. Using 22 over 7 as pi, figure out the area of a semicircle of radius 7 inches.
Seconds.
76 inches squared.
76 inches squared is not the correct answer, so Team 1 will have the chance to steal.
108 and 1/7 inches squared.
That is not correct, and I don't think Team 2 is going to be very happy when I say the answer was 77 inches squared. Very, very close. So we've done 9 questions. This will be the last one before we take a short break and come back for the lightning round. So Team 1, where would you like to go for question number 10?
Music 50, please.
Music for 50. Johannes Brahms' Symphony No. 1 took 21 years to finish, in part because he was in awe of what earlier composer, a man whose mantle of greatness Brahms believed he had inherited? Johannes Brahms' Symphony No. 1 took 21 years to finish, in part because he was in awe of what earlier composer, a man whose mantle of greatness Brahms believed he had inherited?
Johann Sebastian Bach.
That is not the correct answer, so Team 2, you have a chance to steal.
Mozart.
Mozart was not correct. The answer was Beethoven. Beethoven, another good guess, maybe that would have been. So we've completed now our first 10 questions of the Jeopardy style round. When we come back, we're going to do the lightning round. And before we go to break, we're actually going to take a look at what the categories will be for the lightning round. We're going to have X marks the spot, meaning the answers will contain X, famous structures, air travel, and hot. Once again, the lightning round, and we come back. Please keep it with us. Welcome back, everybody, to the championship round of the 28th Annual Burlington County Academic Tournament. Our finalists today are, to my right, Lenape Team 1. Lenape Team 1's yet to get on the board, so they will be picking first in our lightning round. And to my left, we have Lenape Team 2, who's on the board with 125 points. We have a few substitutions to announce before we get started with the lightning round. For Team 2, we have Noreen Ahmed coming in to replace Victoria Campbell. And Team 1 has elected to go with Devin Torres in for Jean Chen. So once again, it's now time for our lightning round. The lightning round is really exciting. They're going to answer up to 10 questions. Each question will be worth 10 points. They're going to alternate in between rounds, which questions that they will be answering. If they get all 10 questions correct, they're going to earn an additional 20 bonus points. The other team can answer any questions that the first team to go was not able to answer after the 60 seconds has expired. Once again, Team 1 will be starting us off here as they currently trail. So where would you like to go first for the lightning round category? X marks the spot, famous structures, air travel, or hot.
Famous structures, please.
Okay, we're going to go with famous structures. You will identify the country in which you will find the following structures. Hampton Court Palace.
England.
Neuschwanstein Castle.
Germany.
Quetzalcoatl Pyramid.
Mexico.
Winter Palace.
Russia.
Calgary Tower.
Pass.
Maine Montparnasse.
France.
Shinjuku Nomura.
Japan.
The Ponte Vecchio.
Pass.
Temple of Heaven.
China.
The Alhambra.
Pass.
Calgary Tower.
Canada.
The Ponte Vecchio.
Italy.
The Alhambra.
Spain.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure we've gone 10 for 10, so another bonus 20 points as well. Nice job for Team 1. Team 2, where would you like to go for the lightning round category?
X. Yeah, it's words with X.
We have X marks the spot,
What do you want to do?
air travel, and hot.
Let's do X. All right, X marks the spot, please.
X marks the spot. Again, your responses will have X in the answer. To raise in position or status.
Pass.
This word means accurate or precise.
Exact.
When a student outdoes the class, he...
Excels.
A case that does not conform to normal rules is the...
Exception.
To remove from a tight space.
Excavate.
To unearth ancient ruins.
Excavate.
To free from blame.
Excuse.
A short, pleasurable journey.
Excavate.
Lobsters, oysters, and grasshoppers share this kind of supporting structure.
Exoskeleton.
A criminal may try to plead what kind of circumstances as an excuse to lessen the seriousness of his offense.
Extraordinary.
To raise in position or status.
Excel.
Okay, so all 10 questions have been answered. I count on my end 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 being correct for a total of 50 points, which means Team 1 is going to have the chance to steal those that were incorrect. And you will have 6 seconds for each one. To raise in position or status.
Exalt.
To remove from a tight space.
Extract.
To free from blame.
Exonerate.
A short, pleasurable journey.
Pass.
A criminal may try to plead what kind of circumstances as an excuse to lessen the seriousness of his offense.
Extraneous.
A short, pleasurable journey.
Expedition.
Okay, so I think we got three correct answers for Team 1. The two that were missed, a short, pleasurable journey was an excursion, and a criminal may try to plead extenuating circumstances to excuse or lessen the seriousness of his offense. They're Team 1. Where would you like to go for your next category.
Hot, please.
Hot. All of the following will have the word hot in the answer. These are places where naturally heated water comes to the surface of the earth.
Hot springs.
This is a legal term for following a fleeing suspect across territorial lines.
Pass.
Slang for electric chair, it's also a position of uneasiness or anxiety.
Hot seat.
This is a common method of starting a car without its key.
Hot wire.
Smaller than a swimming pool, it's filled with warm, bubbly water.
Hot tub.
The sensation of a wave of fever passing over the body is known as what?
Pass.
A small portable device for cooking food is called what?
Hot plate.
Chili and other spicy foods are flavored with what?
Hot sauce.
In a situation of difficulty, trouble, or disgrace.
Hot water.
This can refer to a fast freight train or to a person who regards himself as an expert.
Hot-headed.
This is a legal term for following a fleeing suspect across territorial lines.
Hot pursuit.
The sensation of a wave of fever passing over
Hot
the body.
flash.
All right. So by my count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions correct. 2 were not correct, so Team 2 will have a chance to steal those 2, 6 seconds per question. Chili and other spicy foods are flavored with what?
Hot peppers.
This can refer to a fast freight train or to a person who regards himself as an expert.
Hot head.
Not correct. You got hot pepper, so you're going to be stealing 10 points. The last question, though, referring to a fast freight train or to a person who regards himself as an expert, is a hot shot. A hot shot. So the remaining category for Team 2 is air travel. Answers will be in alphabetical order, starting with A, and have to do with air travel. A regular path of travel for an aircraft.
Pass.
The parcels and suitcases that one checks in.
Baggage.
The freight or commodities carried in the hold of an aircraft.
Cargo.
The place to which you are flying.
Destination.
The machines for starting the craft and keeping it in the air.
Engine.
The material burned to supply power.
Fuel.
The control entrance to the passageway for boarding the plane.
Gateway.
A person employed to see that the travelers are comfortable.
Hostess.
A policy which guarantees compensation for the loss of life.
Insurance.
Most modern airliner engines are of this type.
Jet.
A regular path of travel for an aircraft.
Airway.
Okay, so all questions have been answered. I have 9 correct, rather. 9 correct for a total of 90 points. The one that was missed for 6 seconds, the control entrance to the, yes. For number 7, I did not hear that answer.
We think it's acceptable.
Okay, so the judges have said number 7 is an acceptable response. The answer was gate. I believe Mr. Chris said gateway, but it works. All right, so we have all 10, so with bonus points, 20 bonus points also added. Little applause from the crowd. That's it for the lightning round. When we come back, we'll have the remaining 10 Jeopardy-style questions. Keep it right here. Welcome back, everyone, to the championship match of the 28th Annual Burlington County Academic Tournament. We have an update on the scores. Right now, Team 1 to my right has 230 points, and Team 2 to my left has 315 points. We have 10 more questions left in the Jeopardy-style round, and Team 1 will be going first. Where would you like to select?
History for 100, please.
The 100-point history question. Part of the Concert of Europe and an extension of the Congress system, this alliance was formalized by a treaty signed in 1815 by Britain, Austria, Prussia, and Russia. It functioned until 1818 when France joined. What was it? Part of the Concert of Europe and an extension of the Congress system, this alliance was formalized by a treaty signed in 1815 by Britain, Austria, Prussia, and Russia. It functioned until 1818 when France joined. What was it?
The Holy Alliance.
That is incorrect, so Team 2, you have a chance to steal a 100-point question here.
Sacred Alliance.
That is not correct. 4 countries involved here, the Quadruple Alliance. Quadruple Alliance. All right. So, Team 2, your selection.
Okay. You sure? Math 25, please.
The 25-point math category question. Figure out the arithmetic mean of the first 7 natural numbers. Figure out the arithmetic mean of the first 7 natural numbers.
Four.
That is the correct answer for 25 points. Team 1, where would you like to go next?
50. Langlet, 100. 50. Langlet, 50, please.
Okay, our first LLV question for 50 points. You were studying for the competition before today. What kind of verb is were in that sentence? You were studying for the competition before today. What kind of verb is were in that sentence?
Defer to Devin. Speak loud.
Preterite.
That is not the correct answer. Team 2,
Imperfect.
not correct. There were 2 possible answers for that one. Auxiliary or helping were the 2 possible answers. Okay, Team 2.
Langlet for 25, please.
Okay, language, literature, and vocabulary for 25. It's not just an adjective for those athletes doing flips and leading chants on the sideline. With what 8-letter word starting with C do you describe someone who is happy and optimistic? It's not just an adjective for those athletes doing flips and leading chants on the sideline. With what 8-letter word starting with C do you describe someone who is happy and optimistic?
Cheerful.
Cheerful is the correct answer. Nice job, Team 2. Team 1, where would you like to go?
LLV for 100, please.
LLV for 100. Veritas vos liberabit is the motto of Johns Hopkins University. Translate this expression from John 8:32. Veritas vos liberabit is the motto of Johns Hopkins University. Translate this expression from John 8:32.
Seconds.
You will become free.
I will defer to the judges on that one. Not an acceptable answer. So Team 2 has a chance to steal.
They will be free.
That is not correct. The answer was the truth shall set or make you free. Apologies for my Italian teacher pronunciation on that one. Okay, where would you like to go next?
Music 25, please.
Music for 25. Outside of Germany, it's the largest German-speaking city in the world. Its boys' choir is reputed to be the world's best. Name this European capital city in the Eastern Alps, which sits on the Danube River. Outside of Germany, it's the largest German-speaking city in the world. Its boys' choir is reputed to be the world's best. Name this European capital city in the Eastern Alps, which sits on the Danube River.
That's European capital city, and that's in Belgium. Is anyone else? Huh? It's a European capital city. Okay. Brussels.
That is not the correct answer, so Team 1 has a chance to steal.
Vienna.
Vienna was the correct answer. Nice job. Okay. Team 1,
Music 100, please.
music for 100. What kind of musical chord consists of tones whose frequencies are in the ratio of 4, 5, and 6? What kind of musical chord consists of tones whose frequencies are in the ratio of 4, 5, and 6?
Cluster chords.
That is not the correct answer. Team 2, you have a chance to steal.
D2.
No, the answer was a major chord. A major chord. There are 3 questions remaining, 2 75s and a 100.
Math. 75.
The 75-point math question. Calculate the difference between the compound interest compounded annually and simple interest for a principal amount of $10,000 for 2 years at 5% rate of interest. Calculate the difference between the compound interest compounded annually and simple interest for a principal amount of $10,000 over 2 years at 5% rate of interest.
Pass.
Okay, team one.
2,000.
That is not the correct answer. Could you tell they couldn't have calculators for that problem? The answer was $25. That was the difference, $25. 2 more questions. Team 1,
Math 100, please.
Math 100. Evaluate the sine of the arccosine of 2/3. Evaluate the sine of the arccosine of 2/3.
4/3.
That is not correct, so team 2 has a chance to steal.
3/4.
No, the answer was the square root of 5/3. The square root of 5/3. So only one question left. Looks like it's going to be LLV for 75. Sometimes fictional characters do strange things. Identify the character in a children's classic who had to run as fast as her legs could carry her to remain in the same place. Sometimes fictional characters do strange things. Identify the character in a children's classic who had to run as fast as her legs could carry her to remain in the same place.
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland is the correct answer. Nice job. So that concludes the Jeopardy style round. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to tally up the scores, and when we come back, we'll be able to say who is the new champion. Stay with us. Welcome back to the championship round of the 2020 Burlington County Academic Tournament. During the break, we tallied up the final scores, and we have our winners. First, congratulations to the second place team. Lenape Team 1 came in with 255 points. Nice job. And with 430 points, our first place team, Lenape Team 2. Nice job. The advisor for both Lenape Team 1 and Lenape Team 2 is Mary Ann Stecker. A special thank you to all the teachers, staff, and students who participated in today's tournament. It was a long day of a lot of matches. Until next time, I'm James Getchus. Thanks for watching. So long.